Every presidency has a face. A smile for the cameras. A voice for the nation. But behind that face, there's always a shadow. Someone who shapes power from behind the scenes. In the early 2000s, that shadow had a name. Dick Cheney. The man some called the most powerful vice president in American history. Today, we uncover 5 remarkable facts about the man who rewrote the rules of power and changed the White House forever. Fact number 1. The rise of a strategist. Cheney's journey began quietly, not in the spotlight, but in the corridors of government. At just 34 years old, he became White House Chief of Staff to President Gerald Ford. It was the mid-1970s. America was healing after Watergate, and trust in leadership was fragile. Cheney learned that true power didn't always come from the top job, but from the one standing just behind it. In those early years, he mastered Washington's quiet arts: loyalty, discipline, and control. Fact number 2. The general without a uniform. As Secretary of Defense under President George H.W. Bush, Cheney commanded the Pentagon during the 1991 Gulf War. He wasn't a soldier, but his leadership defined a new kind of warfare. Fast, precise, and televised in real time. Operation Desert Storm lasted just 43 days. The swift victory made Cheney a national figure, even a potential presidential contender. But he had other plans. Fact number 3. The corporate connection. After leaving government, Cheney entered the private sector. In 1995, he became CEO of Halliburton, one of the world's largest oil field companies. Under his leadership, Halliburton grew fast, fueled by global contracts and deep government ties. But when Cheney returned to Washington as vice president in 2001, controversy followed. Halliburton would later win billions in federal contracts during the Iraq War. Critics saw conflict of interest. Cheney called it coincidence. The truth was harder to separate. Fact number 4. The vice president who redefined power. Most vice presidents wait for instructions. Cheney gave them. After the attacks of September 11, 2001, Cheney emerged as one of the key architects of America's response. He shaped policies on surveillance, detention, and preemptive war. He expanded executive power to levels unseen since World War II, arguing that absolute authority was necessary to protect the nation. To critics, it was an abuse of power. To supporters, it was strength. Either way, Cheney had turned the vice presidency from a ceremonial office into a command center. Fact number 5. The man of contradictions. For all his power, Cheney's life was marked by fragility. He suffered 5 heart attacks, and in 2012, received a life-saving heart transplant. Yet even in recovery, he remained politically active, still shaping debate from the sidelines. Then came the infamous hunting accident of 2006, when Cheney accidentally shot a friend while quail hunting in Texas. The man survived, and even apologized to Cheney. A strange moment that revealed just how differently power can bend perception. Power, secrecy, survival. Few figures have embodied them as completely as Dick Cheney. To some, he was the guardian of America's security. To others, the architect of endless war. But love him or hate him, his influence still lingers. In policy, in law, and in the quiet rooms where real power hides. This was The Shadow Power, 5 remarkable facts about Dick Cheney. Subscribe for more stories of the people who shaped the world, often from the dark.